Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that fun stuff. Today, if you watch this, you either are subscribed and you're sort of like, ooh, new Specs video, or you got Emily the Show 25 for Christmas. And I did this last year, and I plan on doing it again this year. And what is that? Well, it's talking about you got it for Christmas. Now what? You don't have a ton of time, unfortunately, to do a lot of stuff, but we can probably at least get you somewhat competitive and understand the stuff that you need to do for next year, for 2026. But again, we're still in 2025 and people are gonna get this game for Christmas, so I find this a little bit helpful. Fast track you if you are, or if you're just sort of like, I want a new challenge, how do I do it without pulling my hair out? This will be the way to do it. We'll go over the stuff that you need to do to get there, make at least slightly competitive team and all that stuff, and hopefully garner some better results for you as you sort of venture into this and all that fun stuff. So again, hit that like button, subscribe, make sure so you don't miss out on any more action as we get closer and closer here to MLB Show 26. But again, let's talk about what to do if you got this game for Christmas. Now, ultimately here, I think the first things first here is come over here to packs, buy packs, and make sure you get the free Bregman. This Bregman is a good third baseman you can put in right now that will garner you some better hitting and a really good third baseman at the very least that's at least capable of playing third base and all that stuff. So good enough. He's probably step one. Realistically here, that, like I said, that's step one. Number two, I would suggest going to the my cough here. Sorry about that. One thing I would suggest here is going to the single player mode here, and there's a couple things we can do from here. Number one, we can grind some of these mini seasons. Now, realistically, the two I would suggest is at this point we're looking for really higher end cards, not so much focused on collections, but we're focused on these higher end cards. One of the things I would probably do here is start with the signature one. One, I know it's a boring grind, but there's gonna be a lot of this stuff. We're just trying to get cards that we can use if we do want to dabble into Diamond Dynasty and playing online. So this is one of the places to do some of these missions, but the things we're focusing on here aren't so much that, it's getting these cards. We're getting these signature series, DJ LeMahieu. We're getting the Dom Baylor. We want, getting the packs that will help us get some of the more 99s. Some of this stuff as we get, more packs and more stuff here. The Jumbo Live Series, all this stuff will definitely help you, but the big key here is getting Johan Santana, who's a very good 99 pitcher that we can plug in to our lineup kind of instantly, at least in terms of rotation. Then, if you really want to, you can do some of the other ones. I would just jump to this one right here, the finest one, because you get, again, a finest Cade Smith. You get some more packs here, some moonshot packs, some home run derby packs. All these are basically 99s, which we want. And then there's some of, a chase pack. A lot of this, we don't care about this stuff, but we get a Fernando Tatis Jr. card that's a free 99. And again, it's Tatis. There is a cheaper one too if you want a variant of him. If you prefer one or the other, I don't know which one's necessarily better at the top of my head, but this is also available that we only have to put some time into to get. Now, if you are kind of like, well, I want more of these, you can also play the Forever one, where you will get a multitude of stuff, some packs to get some of the other stuff too. And again, this will help you with some other stuff. All this is repeatable, by the way, for the most part. So feel free to kind of do this one as well. And we get some ultra packs, which are very, very good to get too, because they offer, again, more diamonds, more higher rarity cards. And again, this free chase pack that you can repeat with will help you as well to get you some better 99s as well that were chase cards. So there's that portion of it there as well. The biggest thing I would jump to, quite honestly, would be the assorted programs, and anything that has 99s we're going to be wanting to do. So I think starting with new threads, these are all capable 99s. They might be a little outdated now, and yes, there's some 97s here, but you get a 99 Ryan McMahon, pretty good card, and a Cedric Mullins, also kind of okay-ish, pretty decent card here. Pretty easy to get some of these guys. There's a finest program here as well that gives you 99 Harper, 99 James Wood, 99 Dansby Swanson, Ben Rice, Brian Abreu. Some guys that can help fill these spots. As well. The Clemente one is a 99. You're going to want him. I'm trying to just go back, see how far back. Basically anything I can't, like, free 99 here. This is a 99 as well. You get a 98 and a 99, still very viable. So look through and knock anything out that you want, 99 wise or not. Some of the ones that I would suggest if we're like, well, I want to speed run it. If we're looking just to speed run, here's what I would suggest: knock out the postseason programs, and then you can probably just sort of go from there. Reason being is because in this one, the card you get at the very end, because there's a collection, so knock out all that, you get a bunch of cards. So one, if you get the Dodgers Team Affinity stuff done, you'll get them as a boost, but also two, here if you go to collections, once you finish the collections for the postseason, for the 2025 postseason, you get something that's very, very helpful for you here. Once you collect all the cards, you get two Yoshinobu Yamamotos. Both of them are captains that help 2025 postseason cards. And mind you, there are a lot of Blue Jays and a lot of Dodgers, but there's some other stuff here as well, and they're all 99s. You could just do that and run this team and be totally fine. Whatever one you want to use. This is the MVP card I've used quite a bit. Same thing, plus 10 contact, both sides, 10 speed and 10 walk for 9. The other one here as well, same as vision. Pick whatever one you want. You get a nice 99 Vlad here, as there's two Vlads you can do. Trust me when I say this, if you knock out this program and you just focus on this, you're probably going to be very much okay here as well. There's plenty of stuff. There's a 99 Shohei Ohtani that's pretty dang good to DH with. There's an Aaron Judge that's got maxed stats. I mean, they stuffed this thing really, really well and made it very, very good. I honestly might say do this first. Do the postseason and then worry about everything else. Because there you'll have a team that can do it. It might mainly be a bunch of Dodgers and Blue Jays and stuff for the tail end of it. But this will get the job done. 100%. It will 100% get the job done. As you sort of go about it there, honestly. So knock out your programs. The next thing I would do as a player, you can always do Diamond Quest. I'm not going to steer you away from it. Some of these cards, if you are looking to get stuff from the market, these cards are very expensive. And at this point, if we're just trying to grind, there's no reason not to do it. Both these cards are over 100K. Can knock them out and stuff like this. Again, no reason really not to. We're looking for stubs. We're just looking to fill. These cards will definitely help you along the way. You know, like I said, the biggest thing is look for 99 things you're going to use. Like, these cards are really good. They're part of the harder program. So if you want to challenge yourself, go for it. Go crazy. Same thing here. These cards are very good. They're going for a bunch of stuff. I'm trying not to repeat myself in sort of doing this, but there's plenty of stuff here. If we just you bear down and grind for a couple hours, you don't need to do this the whole time. But look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 2099 cards here that you can just knock out in a couple days if you put your mind to it and just knock it out. If you got nothing better to do, you can get a pretty decent team. And again, these cards are all going to be fine. They're 99s. They might not be valued the same way, but these are definitely things that'll help you out as you sort of go there. So that's also a possibility if you're sort of just looking to flip, because there are plenty of cards you can just pick up that'll definitely help you. One of the things I generally would say, because we've reached the end of the year, but this year is a little bit weirder. Normally I would say focus on this. However, this is sort of a problem. These guys are still very expensive. 200K for Aaron Judge, who's expensive, and I'm assuming good old Shohei's probably just as high. He's 179. So you still need 300K steps to get there. The grinding and selling of those cards would definitely help you achieve this to get Beltran. So working on this stuff as you go about isn't bad either, but it's just going to cost you some stubs along the way, just because some of these are going to be more expensive than others and stuff. So if you are diligent and you sort of like, I want all these cards for reasons, go for it. They didn't replace this Beltran. They did replace Roger. They didn't replace Gil, but they did replace this belt. They haven't replaced Beltran yet, and he's still pretty good. So if you're willing to sort of put up with it, you can do that too. I might say do this a little more passively, just because I know some of these cards are still going to be kind of expensive. But again, if you're doing some supplemental grinding, you're not really worrying about bigger collections, this is valid. I just wouldn't put it on the forefront. Maybe do it passively as well. But one thing that will help sort of with this, if we go to Conquest. Now, there's some certain Conquests here. There are plenty of maps. I haven't really done them all because I kind of just got tired of it. This Extreme map is really, really good in terms of just rewards. If you're, again, for Challenge, Premier, Deluxe packs, and there's other rewards here as well. Home Run Derby Choice Pack, which are nice. These Division Series, I think, give you packs. They give you Ballin' packs, Standard packs, Deluxe packs. The biggest ones, I would say, I think these are repeatable. This USA map's a lot of grinding. We usually have to do this at the beginning, but it gives you some packs, and there's stuff along the way here. These are Premiers. They're okay if we're really looking at this point trying for Ultras, which we get here by doing both leagues. You get a chance of 2, and then, of course, this big any chase card that you can get. I think all but Ian have. Interesting. Snowflake one's probably the best bang for your buck. You get a Signature, Moonshot, Home Run Derby Choice, Finest pack, and then an Ultra Choice pack. And there's other stuff there as well, which will definitely help along the way and make things easier to get and more cards to build a good 99 team. So there's that. Now, this is the part where I think things kind of weirdly fall apart. Reason is, well, to get the finest cards, you need 365 experience to get the card to exchange it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm going to say it's going to be a rather big sort of stretch. Now, I would suggest if you're like, for an instance, let's say you're a giant Yankee fan. If you want to knock out all the stuff for the Yankees to get it, probably not the worst thing in the world. You get 10K alone here, which will help, which will get you the kind of the first thing, and it all accumulates to get it. But remember, these are very different than years past. You can't just sort of jump your way through it. I think there's a general exchange if you have the steps to do it. You can. I don't think so. Let me see. Mission. No, these are all missions. Clubhouse Leaders, Journey. It doesn't look like there's really a whole like, hey, you can just swap, which is unfortunate, or trade. So it's gonna be a lot of grinding. Generally, I would say knock this stuff out, but I would say because of how it is and the fact you need to be at least 26 for a quarter of the way, because the reason why it's a quarter is because you need 1 million to finish it. And I don't. If you get it passively and you have enough of them, by all means go hog wild. It's just going to take a minute. I would just honestly suggest knocking out like the neon stuff, because that's at least a free 99. You only 50k, and that's pretty simple to do if you have a couple of cards, which you're going to get from doing stuff anyway. But maybe not so much the finest, which kind of sucks. Now, the flip side of this is if we're doing a lot of the grinding stuff, one of the things you can do, at least here on the marketplace, is you can just buy stuff, and too, because a lot of these cards are going to be cheaper. Like I said, I was talking about some of this other stuff. This is really good. Mookie Betts is only 12k. Mookie's really good. There's some other cards. Like, look through some of these cheaper stuff. This Steve Carlton's 13, and you're getting free by playing stuff anyway. Remember I was talking about these Diamond Quest maps being ungodly expensive? Jason Veritek's almost 300k. You do that one, you're 90% of the way to Shohei and Aaron Judge. Like, looking through this, finding guys that are kind of cheap along the way are definitely helpful. Jim Cott's 9, Chris Bryant 7. You see my point here is, like, looking through this and finding guys that kind of fill spots for you that you're looking for are going to be what's going to help you sort of build your team. Now, granted, if you want to do it totally free, do it totally free. But look at some of the stuff here. Also, by the way, look at I didn't talk about this. Look at maps that give you special packs. Like Eli Willits here, you can get for free, possibly by grinding the draft map, and you can get him for free just by being in a few teams. And sort of, but like I said, look through here if you get some steps and just see what guys you can pick up just by sort of going through this. You kind of be shocked at what you can pick up on the market here, just by sort of looking through stuff and all that other stuff, right? So that's one thing to do, and then make sure you're getting every free pack you can. Now, one thing I do want to talk about before we end here is this right here, the Negro Leagues, the Negro League collection. Reason being is if you do, there's a couple things you can do. Most of these cards are going to be from the story program, so once you get them, you get their 99 upgrades. The ones I missed are from are because there is a special like run it back or a special showdown that I don't want to do 2 more times or 1 more time. All these cards are really good. Some of their other counterparts are also really, really cheap, so you can jump into that here as well. Another thing might be some of these guys, some of these collections. If you're in like kind of the retro stuff, I don't know how expensive these guys are, so you might be able to lug out some better ones. You only need 8. You can also do the program too to get some of them as well. It's a little bit longer, but that's also a possibility as well. Get some of those guys as you sort of go along here, and make sure you're doing some smaller collections here as well. But like, and one of the things I've talked about is some of these guys are coming down in price, so you can get multiples of the bosses if you really want them, if they're your favorite guy, and all that stuff. But that's how it operates, and really that's the best thing you can do is just grind a bunch of the free stuff you can. Maybe get ready for some of this stuff here if you're willing to challenge yourself. If you look at the calendar here, some ideas to sort of keep in mind if you sort of are. The 9th, which is about a week or 10 days away from when this goes up. You could probably be in contention if you're good enough and have the cards to play in there. If not, the 6th might be a better one if you're still playing. But there's plenty of stuff to sort of work on and sort of see. And mind you, we didn't even talk about the captains. Those are all 99s too, that give you a little boost to teams. Let me show that off really quick as well. So like make sure you do some of these guys. Like here you got stolen bases and World Series MVPs. This one is old timers and 45 saves. This one is short kings and Asian born players. And this one is Puerto Rico, lefty in Puerto Rico. And then the last one was Venezuela and righties. So make sure if you have a hitter and pitcher, you can kind of mix and match how you want to do it and totally go. And they will boost your team pretty well for cards that have missing stuff. It's what you can kind of do here. And as always, like I said, if there are free stuff here, make sure you get them. Make sure you get the Bregman here. Make sure you get these guys. They give you all the XP reward cards that came out throughout the year. Well, not all of them, but like a handful of them that'll help you. And of course, get the free ones. And then if you lock in rewards because you get them as you go along, make sure that you'll get some other stuff as well by doing these bigger collections. These right here to get some of these guys. I would probably pass on it as you go along here. Also, one thing that I think they're still doing is make sure you get these cornerstones. They're pretty good as well. That'll help you along the way too. If you unlock these cards, I think you get pretty quickly. If not, I apologize, but I think you can still get them. I could be very, very wrong. Let me check really fast here in the program. Yeah, Cornerstone Rewind. I don't know if you necessarily get all of them. I think you might. So if you do get them, you get them all. These are all really good cards, especially these back ends here because they're 99. So knock out those, the ones you want, which is very, very helpful. And of course, you always get these now and laters, which help you in 2026. I think that's everything to make at least something somewhat competitive. But the biggest takeaway here is get your free thing, and then just knock out as many program stuff as you can, and then sort of work your way from there. And if you need to use captains, feel free to use captains. Look through the team affinities for those neon cards. They will help you a ton for theme teams if you do like, especially I would say Dodgers are definitely the ones to consider. So realistically, there you go. You got it for Christmas. Here's a little bit of a plan to sort of help you along the way. Again, it's a little bit of a short time if you did get it so late, but I think you can still make a pretty good team. You might not have a lot of packs at your disposal, but if you're doing a little bit of grinding and you're doing a lot of stubbage, garning, you can probably get whatever card you want. It might just take a little bit longer. That's the other thing. But like I showed you, plenty of cards that are 300k that you can just sell like that Jason Bear did. It'll take a little bit of hour of your time, and it might take a little bit of runs, but nothing better to do. Plenty of ways to do it. But also, don't feel bad if you want to play something else. I make content on this game. I'm playing the game of the year, Expedition 33 right now. Don't worry about it. I play Fortnite too. Like, don't worry about it. Play what you want to play, but if you want to spice it up, this is one of those ways to do it. So leave a comment, like down below, all that fun stuff. My name is Speck, and I'll see you guys all in the new year with more MLB The Show.